Weird. Anyway, okay, so this is from yesterday, and as far as like when to use the fundamental counting principle, it's kind of like when you have different things that you're putting together. So like, you have shirts and you have pants and you're putting them together to make an outfit. You're just gonna use fundamental counting principle and multiply them together. Then with the six-sided die rolling and flipping, it's kind of like you're just doing random stuff that doesn't really have anything to do with each other. But I don't know. It's hard to explain the difference. It'll be easier when we get to permutations and combinations. So remember that when you're doing this, if you're doing the same thing over and over again, you can write out like 6 times 6 times 6, or you could just write 6 to the third if it's the same thing. You get the game. Thank you. And then same thing, flipping a coin 4 times, you could write out 4 2s, or just 2 to the 4th, whichever. Which is 34, 56. So there's 3,456 different ways that could come about with all of those rolling of the die and flipping of the coins. But anyway, okay. Then as a reminder with factorials, it's where you start at a number and you're going to multiply each consecutive whole number down till you get to 1. But if you have ones like in a fraction, you can cancel them out just by expanding it out until you get to the smaller one. So right? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that's kind of like review from yesterday. This is the new stuff. And I put,
Okay, I think I might have been doing this wrong the whole time.
Okay.
Because I didn't realize that, because what I was doing was I was going like 12, 11, like for like taking this for example, like I can't even explain how I was doing it, but I'm pretty sure I did it wrong.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. Well, from now on, it'll be fine. That's why we bring up this stuff over and over again. Because like, if you realize like, oh wait, not a big deal. But now, today we're doing permutations and combinations, and I wrote the formulas up on the board. The most important part is like being able to tell if it's one or the other, like which one it is, permutation or combination. And so I put it up there, but I suggest you write it down if you're ever at home and like need it for homework problems or something. A P or a permutation is when you are choosing things that are different from each other or are in a specific order. A combination is going to be when you're choosing things that are all the same or the order really doesn't matter. So given the context, like one or both of those will make sense. So as far as what N and R are, permutations and combinations, you're always choosing a specific number out of a group. So the N is how many you're choosing out of. So I put that like out of. And R is like how many you're actually choosing. So those are both up on the board, but it's kind of low because I took up a lot of room with the spell schedule. But anyway, now I'm not going to make you do all of these with the formula, but for the first couple on the work, I was going to have you do the formula just to, it's good to be able to use formulas. So really we're just plugging in the N, or the 6 for the N, and the 3 for the R. So this becomes, if I, open this one out until 3, then I can cancel those out. I end up with just 120. And then with the 9C4, they're very similar formulas. It's just the C1 has the extra R factorial on the bottom. So 9 minus 4 factorial times 4 factorial, which is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And then, oops, 5. So the 5 factorials will cancel. And where'd my calculator go? Oh, 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 is 3024. And 4 factorial is 24. So divide those and you get 126. But anyway, the only ones where you're going to have to do the formula is where it actually says on the paper, it'll say like evaluate, and it's just got like these plain things. And then I'll have you practice the formula. But for these, for the word problems, the main goal is to figure out, is it a permutation or a combination? So for this first one, there's a drawing out of 25 names, and there's 3 winners who each get a $25 gift card. So are they all getting the same prize, or are they getting different prizes? The same. So it's a C. And 25 goes first, and then 3, because, the N is what it's out of, and the R is how many I'm picking. And another way to remember is just the bigger number goes first. Also, if you were using like a calculator or whatever for this, or if you were trying to do it by hand, if you did it the other way, you're going to end up with something that it won't make any sense. It'll be like undefined. But what I did was I Googled permutation calculator, and then you want to pick the one that's both permutation and combination. Normally, when you can use my calculators, I could show you how to do it in here, but we can't because germs, because COVID. So they have a million of these. I mean, if you use a different online one, like that's fine, but this just does the formula for you. So it was 25 C3, so 25, 3, and then you just got to make sure that you pick the combination one. So 2300. All right. So then the next one, 10 students. First, second, and third place get gold, silver, or bronze. So are they all getting the same thing or different? Yeah.
I just wanted to know if you have a Band-Aid.
I might. I don't actually know. I used to have some Band-Aids, but gosh, it's been so long. Oh no, I remember where they were. They all like backpacks. No, I don't. They're all in this pocket. Nope. Nope. Do you need what? I have a paper towel.
I mean, I don't need one. I just know it's just gonna start bleeding. I think I can just wipe it off, but I just didn't want it to get on like my paper. But like, I think, yeah, the paper's not.
Cool. Okay. Sorry. So, okay. So are they all getting the same thing, or are they getting different things? Different. So it's P. And it's out of 10, and 3 are placing. So again, just 10, calculate. And this time we're looking at the permutations, so it's 720. Okay, so this one is one of the ones that has to do with order. You have, like, someone has homework, and they're trying to decide what order to finish. So if it's saying like it's going to be in a specific order, that would be a permutation. And unless they say otherwise, you would just assume it's all of them. So 7p7. But just be careful, because like I know that I've seen one before where it had the word order, but it wasn't a permutation, and I don't remember what it was. Yeah.
I like don't think this.
Okay, give me 1 second. I can help you, I promise. I'm just gonna do this. Okay. So like this, okay, I just wanted to make sure. So essentially, what you're looking at is based on the situation presented. You're choosing a specific number out of a group. So here we're choosing 2 representatives out of 10. So I know the numbers are going to be 10 and 2. But I just have to figure out, is it a permutation or a combination? And the way I do that is I look.
Oh, and then you see if those numbers are different or the same. And then
Well, not the numbers, but like what I'm choosing, like the people I'm choosing. So like I'm choosing 2 people to give a presentation. So they're essentially doing the same job. So that is going to be a C. So like here, they're doing the same job. On this one, like this one's a good one to compare. So there's 3 winners in the drawing and there's 3 winners in the race. But for this one, everybody gets a $25 gift card. So they all get the same prize. In the race, they get gold, silver, or bronze. So they're getting different prizes.
Okay, so like it's like different outcomes there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like here, it's like, well, I'm choosing 2 people, but they're both going to just go do the same thing. Yeah.
So basically, it's just the difference between amount of different combinations versus different outcomes. Like,
Yeah.
So then how do you figure out like the math? Like, how did you get 50, 40 and stuff?
So you could plug them into the formula. That is kind of a lot of busy work. So I'm going to have you do the formula a couple times to prove you can do it. But I'm using what is essentially a calculator that is plugging it into the formula for me, so that I don't have to. It was 10 and 2. Calculate. It was a C. 45. Okay. So there's 45 different possible pairs of people who can do a presentation. So like on this one, where it says evaluate the thing, like those ones, you do the formulas, but other than that, all the word problemy ones, you can just, calculate it. Oh, wait. Let's turn this off.